Hey guys, back again with another thingamabob. Here you can see I got an overlay of this. So we're playing this game, Jet Set Radio Future. We are not going to play Sega GT. And here's some like videos of old games like Mech Assault. Oh, my brother used to have that when he had the original Xbox. Oh, that's such a fucking fun game. Then there's a few others, and then there's a video on Xbox Live. But Mech Assault was fucking sweet. And Blinks, I always wanted to play that. You know, I'm just like I've always wanted to play that, but I never got the chance to. So the reason why I put an overlay is because when I was editing it, I wanted to see if when it's stretched out, it would look any weird, because Sonic Adventure 2 Battle stretched out, it looks a little weird, but it's not that bad because you can still read the shit. But this one doesn't look that good with it being stretched out. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put an overlay. So you can see, my logo on the left, and then the, disclaimer. Yeah, about graffiti being illegal, and Sega does not condone it, the real life act, but graffiti is art. So on the right of the overlay is, fucking the main villains, I guess you could say. Or at least 3 out of 4 of those are the main villains. I custom made this. Took me a little bit of, But this game, it launched with the Xbox, at least the bundle one that I have, which I bought off of eBay because my brother sold everything Xbox related and got something better. So I bought this and because I hadn't played this game in like at least like over a decade. So I have a loaded game, but that's beaten and everything. Now the music in this game is phenomenal. So here's Korn. I'm not gonna read the test because I gotta talk. I'm talking stuff. So this game came out in 2002, as it said, like at the bottom of the screen earlier. And with the cell shaded graphics, it still looks pretty good even to this day. It looks very cartoonish and stuff. I love it. I fucking love it. It's so you don't have to press a button to get on rails and stuff. But down in the bottom right is the velocity meter. So when you get to a certain speed, even if you're just skating along, you can do tricks and stuff. And if you hold back on the control stick, you can slow down and stuff like that. But you don't get combos. So the thing about combos in this is like I'm continuing a combo even though it's starting like the combo like points counter over. Let's say, so for example, if I wanted to do 3 tricks in, so here you have to actually press A at the right time. And if you don't, then you automatically hit the ground rail. Yeah. So if you get near it, I'm just like getting Yo-Yo onto the character's name is Yo-Yo, but oh god, there we go. For a second, it just went laggy for a sec. But, so this is Gum, another member of the GGs. So, Korn, if you look at the overlay, Korn's logo is the top one on the left. Then it's Gum's, then it's Yo-Yo's, then it's the fourth character. The fourth one is actually a character we'll get in this episode. So, she's just kind of going over the tutorial. Press A to jump. What did B do? I forgot what B did. But, X and Y are went to do tricks. X tricks are really easy. You have to do a rhythm. If you can't just like see see the rhythm I'm doing. Every time that you see the little like the flash of light go on, like the sparks, that's when you can press it again. Y tricks take longer, but they yield more points. Like for example, with X tricks, it can go to a ×8, whereas for Y tricks, they can go to a +16. But if you press it too fast, if you don't get the rhythm right, then you'll hear a so, and you can climb up, you can grind up certain telephone poles, and so spray cans are essentially like what you need to, do graffiti. And once you have 10, you can actually, what you can do is actually, what was it? Fuck. You can do a boost dash. You can boost, but it uses up 10 of your cans. So only use that if you need to, or if you're like near a bunch of other ones. So here I'm just getting a bunch of. You can have a maximum of 30. There are 2 characters in the game that can actually have more. Only 5 more. You can only have up to 35 at the very most. But 5 cans can make or break you. Oh my god. I'm watching the playback and it's really bad. So there it's like, so you can lock onto it, but it's pointless to lock on when it's already kind of like semi-locked on when the camera changes. So if you're going too fast, you won't be able to get the entire thing. But so there's the boost dash. But the what was it? So you can instead of pressing the right trigger to spray every time you're next to a thing, because there's different sizes, and when we because I can change my graffiti because you start out with a certain amount. You tend to how should I say this? Instead of pressing it for each section of the thing, you can hold it and it'll do it much faster. And so now Roboy is another member of the GGs, and he basically like does this options stuff. You can save your game, change your character. We'll go over that in a minute. You can also change your graffiti and things like that. So he's talking about Korn's talking about Jet Set Radio, which I mean, this is a Japanese main game, so the lip syncing was meant for Japan's, the Japanese language, not the American language. But when they ported it over, I love this game. It's actually a really good game. So I'm gonna be quiet for Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, this is DJ Professor K, baby, the master of mayhem, know what I'm saying? Bring you another Tokyo Underground pirate radio broadcast from Jet Set Radio. I'm gonna bust into your head through your cute little ears and blow your mind with my sexy voice and out-of-sight sounds. Those of you prone to nosebleeds should keep those tissues handy, suckers. Tokyo is being oppressed by the Rokkaku Group, a mega enterprise headed by Rokkaku Goji. Rokkaku is using his money and influence to mess with everything. Industry, society, and even our culture. And he's even got his eyes set on City Hall. Lately, Rokkaku's been shaking down the government, passing that Rokkaku law crap, even buying off the police department. This law ain't nothing but garbage. It's just some selfish little punk's way of trying to show he's a big man. Rokkaku and his gang are trying to stomp out our culture left and right. They don't give a rip about our rights. All they care about is profit. And some spineless fools have already become flunkies in their diabolical scheme. You better believe they're listening in on this broadcast. But even in all this heat, there's a group of young kids who've been tearing up the streets. I'm talking about the Rudy. These kids have set out to bury Tokyo and graffiti. And now they're all wrapped up in their own little territorial tug-of-war. The hottest team at the moment is the GGs. There's Yo-Yo, a guy who'll blow your mind with silver tongue. And Gump, a real cool lady who leads a trail of broken hearts wherever she goes. And let's not forget their leader, a self-styled genius that goes by the name of Korn. These three ain't your garden variety street punk. Know what I'm saying? Lately, Tokyo's been on one bad trip. The attack on the record store on Chuo Street, prowlers in Dogenzaka Hill, lowlifes spreading vicious rumors, the mysterious blackout on 99th Street. And who should be following them around but the Rokkaku Group's watchdog, the Rokkaku Police? With the Rokkaku Expo just around the corner, the crackdowns are only getting tighter. My heart ain't pounded like this since my first date. I was so nervous, know what I'm saying? I forgot to wear my underwear, baby. This ain't the time to be sitting around sipping afternoon tea. Game's gonna start soon, and y'all gonna be the one making the plays.
Oh, essentially, shit's hit the fan. I should also mention that this is actually in the year 2024, so 10 years from now, which is 2014. So you pick any character, save your data, change your graffiti and stuff. That thumbs up is actually something that we don't get until after we beat the game. But in this episode, we actually entirely clear the first area of the game, or what I consider the first area of the game. So here's like here's all the different sizes. There's super small. So I'll do I keep saying I do bonus episodes. Like I can't do a bonus episode for a little while because I don't for at least for Sonic Adventure 2 because I can't find I can, but I really don't want to. I want to showcase as much as possible within the Chow stuff. And as this episode is uploaded, I've recorded and scheduled. Well, I've recorded all the episodes for the story. Like I've gotten the last 2 episodes recorded. I had to split the final story, which is 1 mission, into 2. But there's all these different types of graffiti. I really like a lot of the super large ones, and they're actually like that one's the fullest one. That's a full on. I'm actually gonna use the haze one. So here you can see the logos and stuff, and you can see their stats. So Corn is actually the most rounded. We're gonna use Yo-Yo, and I'm gonna showcase every single character. You can see my first. I would save on all 3 files. I saved on all 3 files just for shits and gigs. So what we're gonna do is actually I need to show you the map. I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute. But so over here is Shibuya Terminal. If I can get there, we go. So Shibuya Terminal is straight ahead. We can't go there quite yet. There's also 99th Street, Rokakudai Heights, and Dogenzaka Hill. We're actually, because it shows there, we can only go to Dogenzaka Hill right now. Once we click, because that's the first area of the game. Then you can pretty much go wherever you want. I am going to do Shibuya Terminal for the next episode, because it's a pretty fucking chill-ass place. I love it. It's so fucking cool. So.
Yo, all right. Let's get this party started. I'll be your audience, so let's see what you got. Someone done stole the goddess of the streets, the statue of Dogenzaka Hill. I bet the punks who did this are the same ones who are spreading all them nasty rumors. Cover Dogenzaka Hill in graffiti and crush out those rumor-spreading scumbags.
Oh, he says something about a statue, but that's, you don't really see it. So this is actually what so this graffiti, he's talking about the graffiti. This is actually a save point stop, so you can save your game and then you can quit. That's the same size as the medium, but since we have no spray cans, we need to go over here. Now, I never, when I first played this, I never beat the game. I never got very far. I think I got, I fucking missed those. So, this game plays actually really well. I mean, the camera can fuck you sometimes, but not too often, so. Now that we have 7... Oh, and you might think that the cars and stuff are a hazard. They can be, but to be honest... Oh my god, they're fucking... So those... Okay, so big red dots are graffiti souls, which actually allow you to have different types of graffiti. Or, unlock new graffiti, because, we saw a bunch of lighter... Like, the first couple were light gray for each category, and then there's... the rest were, clear, they weren't like that. So we get those, and then we can, so there's 3 in each level by default. Then you have to find a golden tape, and then there are street challenges that you get. Once you complete the street challenges, which are just regular points and trick stuff. That is it. Those are really simple. And then there's a unique one, unique to that area. So I'll go over that. So, you want to get a bunch of cans first. I mean, that's essential. And I remember, I know this area like the back of my fucking hand. It was the first area of the game, so I really, got used to it. So, so there's also, so you want to go here, and you actually want to come back to this specific area once you get the secret tape, because once you do the street challenges, there's going to be one on that platform and off the screen, which we'll get in a little bit. There'll be one up there, but you have to get the one off on that, right above this graffiti. You can't see it and I don't show it, but it's up in a little alcove and stuff like that. So, Oh yeah, and if you click on the, I think it's the left or right stick, you know, kind of like, I wouldn't say grind, you kind of like skid, and you go down really slow, so instead of like, you know, skating really fast down. So first time through, you actually have to go follow around the road and stuff like that, because there's graffiti along there. But so I actually need to get more graffiti because there's a couple bigger ones. Now I'm probably off screen. I'm gonna keep it off screen between each episode when I get new graffiti. I'm going to you know, of course, check and see if there are any other ones that I like better than the ones I currently have. So you'll see me like change it quite a bit because there's a few that I'll like a lot more. If you go up here and you jump, I would advise against boost dashing because you're gonna overshoot it. But it it's just, yeah. But the soundtrack in this fucking game, I need to go back and grab a few more cans. You can never have you always want to have a lot of cans. I can guarantee you that much. Because when you run out of cans, you're like, ah, shit, I have to go find some. Always stay stocked up, you know, always. And then, yeah, I'm just holding the trigger here, and it makes it so much easier. And since I see two blue ones right here, I'm going to... Actually, no, I don't. That's actually later. I'm going to boost here. There's only a couple more. And it's not throughout the... Like, some... Like, there's one more here. There we go. So now if you guys have played the first game, you will recognize this guy. And this is actually, we actually get, his name is Beat. We actually have to race him. Well, first we have to follow him. But after we talk, I think, yeah, first we're going to talk to him and you'll see where he goes. Now, you can go through the main door down there, but it takes a lot longer. Like, I mean, you have to actually follow him and talk to him at each time. But first, if we jump down here, this is what you want to look for, a secret tape. Now that we have the secret tape, if we go over to the book, we have 5 challenges. Grind combo times 10, air 3, I think, what does it say? 20 tricks, 50,000, and then Avenue long grind. Now, that entire, like, I think you have to start from the very beginning of the level. I mean, just to be safe, do that anyways. But you start from the first rail of the level, and then you grind, and without touching the ground. You want to grind, and that super long rail, you want to grind that from that over to the green rail that was next to the road that I jumped to earlier in this episode. You want to do that because once you do that, like you'll know that you did it right once it pops up. Here's the thing, like, so when you do certain ones and you try to get multiple, like it'll fuck up your like if you're doing a combo one, it'll fuck up your combo, like trying to get points and shit. So there's 50,000, 20 tricks. We can actually do 20 tricks in this half pipe. We cannot do 50,000. That would take fucking forever. Luckily, in this game, so you can see how it's like 20 points. And you're like, how the fuck are you supposed to get to 50,000? There are some that actually get up to, like certain rails are are 500 point rails, and those actually come in very handy later, like after you beat the game, and we'll go over why. So there's that one. I think that was 20 tricks, and now, while you're in the half pipe, your combo keeps on going. Even when you land, you're just like, all right. The points are still there and stuff. So 20 tricks is done, and so if you start, yeah, from the rail that I jumped by, this is one of the 500 rails. There's also the other rail that looks just like this on the opposite side of the road is actually the same as well. And you want to do Y combo tricks. So here how it fucked me up, and you heard the burp. That's it saying, oh, graffiti sold and you can't continue your combo. So here I make sure just in case. So when it hits that, even though it's not under 50,000, it's 47,500. It'll pop it up. So there I have, yeah. So And when you jump off of those 500 rails, you get you know, you can do, you know, 1,000-point jumps and stuff like that. So once we got that, we're gonna actually go do race beat. And this race, if you honestly cannot do this, then you should just stop playing the game, because this is the easiest fucking race in the entire game. I kid you not. And if you honestly listen to the songs in the soundtrack in this game, it's fucking weird, but it's pretty good. I have the entire soundtrack on my iPod, or not my iPod, my computer. It's really good. So you cannot do any street challenges while you're racing, but this is pretty much what you want to do. When you get 10 cans, boost. So basically what I just did there, like onto this rail, that's what you want to do. I think you have to get onto the second rail as well. But I don't know how to explain this game. It's when we get later into the game, it's not going to make much sense. Oh, and also the graffiti souls are not here either. So they'll pop back up once we're done here. Now, in order to save time, just go down the hill. Don't go around, you can go down. And we'll and you guys will see in a minute, like, how far behind he'll be behind us. It's crazy. And here you can boost dash. So this is why you don't boost dash. Even if you hold back, you're still gonna go over. I mean, I wasn't holding back, but... So, since I see 2 blue cans, I will boost dash and grab those, even though it could have just gone straight up. Oh well. See, I just jumped, and since I was fast enough, I got the, you know, I could do a trick. Now, here, see, I miss landing, jumping, so see how far back he is? Oh, and when you press start, it's, like, it's selected on retry, but the good thing is, it doesn't, like, automatically select no, I mean, select yes at the beginning, which, thank God for that. Oh, and when you... Oh, yeah, you can use boost dash backwards. So, so when you press Y, like when you're not doing any tricks, and you're just skating around, you actually can turn around 180 degrees and skate backwards. So, this is Beat. This is, you know, his logo is the 4th one on the left. I'm not going to change them every episode. It's just going to stay that way. I'm pretty sure you can choose either to fight these cops or not. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can run away from them, but I'm pretty sure you have to fight them. So, because this is like the first time you fight them, and there's variants and different types of enemies later in the game, but for now it's just really fucking simple. Like certain enemies you have to use the boost dash on in order for them to be knocked over. And when they grab you, they'll inflict damage on you, and a lot of them can grab you. It gets really annoying. So, and that yellow bar, now you may think that the gray area is actually like fucking, you know, missing health. No, that's, there are guys, there's guys that you can unlock that actually have that as, like, you know, all the way full health, but they have shittier health, stats, like other stats. You really want to pick. I mean, it all depends on like how your playstyle is. I mean, I like faster graffiti stuff because later in the game it gets really fucking hard. I mean, the final boss battle is, holy crap! Just getting up to where the boss is crazy as shit. Who the man? And I load in, and a fucking bus hits me. So we need an air combo and avenue long grind. So if we start here, yeah. So he's talking about the next area that we'll go to in the next episode. But first, so if you do what I'm doing here, and then, yeah, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, so you have to hit the green ones, the green rails. It was that stupid fucking bus that was in the way. I would have landed on top of it and it wouldn't have counted anyways. So it's either land on the ground or land on top of a bus. Now, I have to say that now the street challenge, the last street challenge, which is always the unique one, for Shibuya Terminal is notorious for being one of the, if not the hardest one in the game. You see that orange platformy thing right there that looks like a bus stop thing? There's a bunch of those in Shibuya Terminal. It's like a bus center, I guess. Like it's like an entertainment business. So there we go. We got that one. That's in the mall. So now we have a mall. So if you pay attention to what I do, you can go into first person in this, but you can't like skate around in first person. It's just stop, angle yourself just right, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna actually knock these out. So you can see the one over there. That one's actually higher than the other one. So you cannot get the lower one and go to the higher one. So there we go. Because if you fuck up, you actually have to go all the way around to and then come back. But the good thing is, so here the camera kind of fucks you, but as long as you immediately jump after boosting, you should be fine. Now the number corresponds to the first 30 or something like that are, I think 30 something, I don't know. I'd have to check. I'll make sure about my numbers later, like before next episode. But the third, every 30 is like the first 30, like that number 6 one was, I think, a super small, because that's like it goes by size. Like the first 30 are the lowest numbers are super small, and then the next are small, and so on and so forth. So the biggest numbers are the super big ones, which are sometimes the coolest looking ones, which I love those. Like the medium and the large ones are really cool. But yeah, it's almost the end of the episode. I mean, I know this is these are I'm probably gonna do like one section, and if the section becomes like over 40 minutes, I'm gonna cut it. Probably. I don't know if you get hurt by that sign if you actually hit it, but you know. But I have so much to say about this game. At least I feel like that right now, and this is the only episode I've recorded so far. So, oh, and those red cans that have the pluses on them are obviously health. They heal a lot of health. Most of the time they heal all your health depending on your character. Now the downside to Gum is that she doesn't have much health. Now we can't play as Roboy right now. We have to actually unlock him way later, like after you beat the game. A lot of the characters I think about half the characters you unlock after beating the game. So I'm actually gonna see you guys in the next episode of Jet Set Radio Future. Hope you enjoyed this one. Infinity out.